Alright guys, welcome to another Tabletop Ready Miniatures video. This is the video that I've been meaning to make for a while now, but haven't had the time. Other things happened, but anyway, finally carved out some time. This is our new game store video, so I kind of want to show you, everything and what it all looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around, and then we'll go. So outside, real quick. So it is like an alley. So this is a strip mall basically, with a bunch of different shops, and then there's parking in the back here. And then we'll flip around. That's the main street right there. That's Main Street. So we're kind of like nestled right in the middle. So you know what I'm saying, you come around, you have the storefront. We'll have a sign up here. Anyway, a little banner. So then you go into the store. So this is what the store looks like when you first walk in. So over here on this side we have all of our Games Workshop stuff. Now this is a small store. This is about 450-500 square feet. It's a really small store, but it's mainly, like I said, it's Tabletop Ready Miniatures is a painting and assembly studio, and like I said, we've branched into online retail, and now obviously we have a local retail location. So like I said, we have this little shelving display that Games Workshop gave us, along with some shelving on the wall for Games Workshop products. We carry most get started boxes, including as well as the starter boxes for the main games. So you have Age of Sigmar and Warhammer 40k. We don't have a ton of codexes, but like I said, so we're mainly what we're stocking initially is to help you get starter armies. So that way, one, if you'd like to start the game, getting into the hobby, you can, and then two, if you want to build an army, we can take these starter boxes, get them assembled and painted for you quickly, and get you army built up rather quickly. We do have some factions are quite fully fleshed out. Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines. We bought a whole bunch of Chaos Space Marines. Astra Militarum, Adeptus Custodes. Those are pretty much the main ones. That the Tau. We have quite a bit of Tau. So like I said, the rest we have some different boxes and kits. So yeah, so like I said, if you're interested, anyway, and then the other things I wanted to collect. Now, this store, I wanted it to be a miniatures, tabletop miniatures game store. I didn't, so we don't have any card games, we don't have any board games. This is straight up miniatures you can play on the tabletop. So we currently stock 3 different game systems. We have, 4 if you want to count Age of Sigmar versus Warhammer 40k, 5 if you count Night Vault. You know what I'm saying? The Warhammer Underworld. So anyway, you have Games Workshop, and then we have Fantasy Flight Games. It's their Star Wars Legion, which is an incredible game. If you haven't played it, I suggest you go and try to get a game, friendly game with someone. It is a blast. Tons of tokens and little counters and all that jazz. But it is quite a fun game, and they just continue to pump out new miniatures. So like I said, if you are a Star Wars fan, they have a bunch of amazing miniatures. I mean, Wookiees. You have all the characters: Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, Leia, Han. Anyway, then you have like some other cool things: Snow Troopers, Imperial Troopers. Anyway, and then the other one I wanted to branch into, because I thought looked amazing and really fun, is it's called A Song of Ice and Fire. It is It is from Cool Mini or Not. They're not exactly the best, amazing miniatures producer. Their miniatures are great. I'm just saying that the company and how they put things out is not. They do a lot of board games and other things, and so this is their first main foray into miniatures tabletop. It's Game of Thrones. It's called A Song of Ice and Fire, but it's legit Game of Thrones. Now it's not based off of the TV series, it's based off of the books, so they're not always exactly how you see in the movie, or excuse me, on TV and on HBO, but they are legit. The current faction, so you have like a starter box that has House Stark and House Lannister. You have some free peoples. You have Night's Watch. They're coming out with House Baratheon, and then they have Bolton as they're like mercenaries. So anyway, so those are the 3 game systems on the shelving. Depending on how well we do, and if you guys buy from us, and we need to continue to stock more, as well as how well we do locally, we're gonna take that's like 6 feet, and we'll just take that and extend shelving, and if we have to, a little bit of shelving up top over there, to increase floor space, well, wall space for products. We don't carry not even half of the total products Games Workshop sells, but like I said, we're slowly but surely building up the range that we have. So if you are interested, you can visit our store. It is now mainly a web store, tabletopreadyminiatures.com. Links will be in the description down below. But so like I said, you can buy the miniatures, you can commission an army with us. We do incredibly competitive pricing. We don't have a bunch of levels. Our goal is to get your miniatures tabletop ready, as our name suggests. So we have one standard of painting, which is tabletop ready for everything. We do obviously give heroes quite a bit more love than the rest of your miniatures, but all of them are at way tabletop ready, standard. They're above tabletop standard in my opinion. So anyway, so like I said, you can commission with us as well. And then now that we offer this, we can offer this, because before we weren't offering a discount on miniatures. Now we can offer legit miniature discounts. You guys can buy from the web store or just order with us and we just pull it. And you can get the that 15% off Games Workshop, 20% off of Fantasy Flight. So anyway, like I said, you walk in, we have a little try a free game. We're finishing painting up the miniatures. I have the Space Marines. They're not Space Marines though. They're bigger than that. Primaris Marines. So we have Primaris Marines painted up, and I'm finishing up the Death Guard miniatures. So you'll be able to get a nice little game in here. And then we do currently have 2 tables. We have obviously space for a third, and even if we break this down, if we're going to have a big event, we actually have room we can fit 4 tables in here, and we do have 4 different game boards. This is the new one that I did a video on, the Forest Terrain from Terrains for Games, which was from Poland. So a nice little terrain set. Then we have Necrons, a Necron Homeworld over here as the other table. The game mats are from Frontline Gaming, as well as this terrain set right here. I got some Star Wars Legion terrain we're finishing painting up, and we'll do a video on that, along with a sand mat. Sand mats from Frontline Gaming. The Star Wars Legion is for Star Wars Legion terrain is Etsy. I bought it off of Etsy. It's I can't remember, Demolition Studios or something like that. I'll put a description in it, or their description, their name in the description down below. But anyway, yeah. So we got that Star Wars Legion, and then we have a lava themed, which is just homemade lava terrain that I've made with a Frontline Gaming mat. So over here you have obviously our counter. We have excuse me, we have just the basic paint sets, some novels, and then this is our little display rack. We have a couple of different armies. Star Wars Legion army, which you guys have seen before. And then we have this is a Kador army. You can't see really well. And then our Gutbuster army, which you don't get a lot of light. I wonder if I move this. It's a lot of mag. There you go. You get a little more light. Anyway, these are our Gutbusters. You're not gonna be able to see that really well. So then obviously our cash register, and then back here, like this is where we're gonna have all our terrain that's not being currently used. You guys have seen the shelf, the Studio Army shelves. We're slowly making more and more progress with the different armies that we have. This is the new edition, so we did get. I don't know if you can see them really well. These are primed and ready to start painting. These are the we got a Song of Ice and Fire starter box, so that way people at the game store can come and get a game in, see how it works. So we have that one, House Stark versus House Lannister army, and then we did upgrade, and I did a video on that of all the additions we're going to add to the Studio Army. So we have, Star Wars Legion. We basically just add one or two of every miniature for both sides. When the new armies come out, we're going to go ahead and expand on those. And then we did expand our Stormcast Eternal, because that's going to be our main Studio Army. We'll have over 2,000 points of Stormcast Eternal. I did buy a Stegodon for our Lizard or Seraphim Lizardmen, so we'll have up to 1,500 to 2,000 points of Lizardmen. With the additional Skitarii, we'll have roughly 1,500 points. It'll be pretty easy to get 1,500 points, but you're pretty much using all the models we have. Hopefully, like I said, we'll be able to get a knight, and that'll just be like boom, knight, and then we build around the knight. We do have about 1,700 points worth of Death Guard, 1,750, excuse me. And then these are, like I said, the rest of the Star Wars Legion. So, and then here is the hobby pit. This is where all the painting, assembly, and stuff like that happens here or at my, when I'm working with my brother. So these are the next things on the docket. I'm gonna, like I said, finish up the Plague Marines, or Death Guard, excuse me. We got some more. I got some. What are they called? Anyway, they're gut busters, but they're the ones with the big heavy weapons. And then just finishing up Fleet Troopers for Star Wars Legion. So anyway, like I said, tons of things to do, tons of things to paint. We do have store hours, so now the time that I usually spend, the time I spend doing, hobby stuff, business stuff, can all be done here while I'm at the store. For people to come and play and to buy. So anyway, so like I said, this is our store. We are incredibly excited. We do have the online store, so again, tabletopredyminiatures.com. If you live in our area, which is Tooele, Utah, feel free to stop by the store, or let someone who that does, let them know that we're here, we're open. So yeah, we're super excited, and we'll see what happens from here. There's a lot of benefits to it, mainly, like I said, being able to sell miniatures and also to get them at a better price. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we're going to keep pumping out videos and updates and going on from here. So we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.